Away, good swing timing from Aaron though, but lift now. Now 2v1. And Twiston is running out of time. Exchange there for the rifle. Has one more cloudburst, but now a swarm.
To get into a favorable post plan, I like that. They're finally being able to string a couple of rounds together, and this is already a good half. 5 rounds on the board. If they can push it to 6, they're really starting to apply the pressure to Vitality, and you're seeing the players get a bit more confident. They're waking up.
Waking up indeed. If they can make this an even half, it'll be beautiful for them. Lovely setup. This fight is about to take place with the operators. Guess what? Bit of a jet diff occurring right there and then. Actually making a name for himself, honestly, as well as that Korean jet player of 2023. And Twiston has been, so far, an absolute demon in this series. Shutting him down early. It's going to be quite good for them.
Yeah, taking out the final boss in the early stages is definitely going to be useful. But there are other players on Vitality that can be just as problematic.
Contact reclear? Oh,
Moni is gonna have to control this.
Yo, the timing there was just so unfortunate. Moniet dropping into his Astra form, but now there needs to be some pace. Moving all the way forwards. Can he take control at the back of this side? Oh my goodness.
They're planting in the open.
Just beamed all the way down. Nothing covering them as well from that position. Bone Cold's handed some of the easiest kills of his life. And now the lockdown. Just layer after layer. Pushing the players back, texture just cannot quite get out of there. And SK Rossi in that 1v3, the pride of India, but with 25 seconds left, he's put in an impossible task.
We saw Aaron win a 1v3 earlier on to give Global Esports the first pistol
There's
round.
One.
Rossi's got the talent.
Fight being taken, but not much time left into this one. Util just being dumped through and a wall watched for. Destrian knew that time pressure was on, and 7-5 will be that scoreline. Global Esports fighting back in their own way, making it quite respectable.
Yeah, I think that is a respectable half. That's what you're looking for from Global. Apply some pressure. If they can come out with the pistol round win and follow up again, which would be 4 out of 4 pistol rounds, but if they can do it, this is still a really close map.
Yeah, and now a very special halftime as well. Let's throw it down to Yinsu, who's got a special guest for our halftime interview.
That is right, Bren and Saisho. I've got Rishi with me, the co-founder and owner of Global Esports. You waited a long time to see your players up on this stage. You know, how does it feel to finally see them play? I see you guys down there supporting them as well.
Yes, it feels amazing. It's crazy. We didn't think we'd get this far, but here we are, playing on the biggest stage in the world.
Yeah, I love hearing you guys cheer for them as well, all of the GE fighting coming on as well. What do you make of their performance so far? That was a really close half.
Yes, it's been okay so far. I know this is usually how the team starts, so even when they're scrimming, the first map is usually the slowest and then they pick up pace. It's looking so far so good. I think we should be able to pick up and take this map out and hopefully take it to map 3.
Oh, you have faith?
Yes, I have to.
Now, if you could, you know, talk to your players right now, give them a little bit of motivation, what would you say to them right now?
Oh wow, it's easy. GE fighting.
GE fighting?
Yes.
Anything else? Because I feel like a couple of them looked a little bit nervous in the beginning, but they're really picking up the pace now.
No, I think they're okay. A lot of them have experience on stage before, and the people that I was worried about are Monier and Texture because they haven't played on such a big stage before. So I think they're doing pretty good. I think now the team is just getting warmed up. They'll be good.
We're going to get to a map 3. You're promising me this. You're confident?
If not, I'll get you a jersey.
Oh, I'll take it. Okay, let's get a GE fighting at home for the fans that are watching.
Okay, perfect.
GE fighting!
GE fighting!
Yes!
And also shout out to the 300 plus people watching at our watch party in Mumbai.
Oh, okay, I love that. I love that shout out. Thank you so much for joining me. I can't wait to see what they can do in the second half, and I'm going to pitch this back to Saisho and Bren to get it on the way.
GE fighting. That's the key.
Fighting.
That is the key, Josh. The key to victory. And listen, this map is looking much better for them in comparison to that first map that we were just watching on Split, where it was very one-sided. You know, when you have new rosters being formed in this fashion, like Global Esports, talent coming from many different directions, different teams as well, different nationalities, there's always a risk that they might just falter on the big stage like this.
Yeah, but heading into this pistol round, it's going to be so important. I think it's almost too much to ask that Global Esports could win 4 out of 4 pistols, but so far they've been good for it. They've had set plays, and I feel like maybe quite a lot of their prep focus has been on winning those pistols.
Yeah.
And, you know, they tripped up on Split, they weren't able to convert, but that was a different map. Maybe they were in a different place mentally too. This one's really important.
And so a lot of focus being placed now onto this pistol round, but you can already see it. Waves of that utility being used, hammered into the back of the B side. Twiston up close, and there's that Nano Swarm. Texture just trying to evacuate. He was dropped down low and does fall, but SK Rossi still alive, still in the fight, and he answers back. 2 kills claimed, making it that much more difficult for them, and still the flank being watched for.
Nice play.
Yeah, controlling that spray down, so watching for the flank. Now it's down to the 2 players of Vitality. Bonko will get this plant off. There's not going to be any pressure applied just to try and disrupt them, but Destrum with the timing, no one really watching that one, and now taking the swings all together. Moniette inside of his astral form, and finally the swing is there from Aaron, the team captain, the IGL, making sure that they can slam dunk once again another pistol round.
Yeah, 4 out of 4 pistols for Global. They look clean in these rounds. They just need to extend it, that kind of focus, to the rest of their game. What a performance. And what a 2K from Rossi as well. This one really crucial to shut down Sender. But the anchoring from Rossi there was very nice. The kill onto Texture, so important. And Brent, I know we've talked a lot about Rossi, but I feel like he's just such a cool player in terms of his backstory and his motivations. And I was watching a recent interview that he had with Yinsu, and he said that he's done well domestically, but that was never his goal. He said, in India, we always worship foreign idols, foreign teams. We never had an Indian team to look up to or an Indian player to look up to because we had no achievements outside our country. And SK Rossi was saying, I need to change that. I am in a position to change that. This is my moment. I need to do it. I mean, that just speaks, I think, to the way that Global Esports is approaching this game and the way that Rossi's approaching this game. And this is a winnable map for them.
Yeah, so winnable. That importance as well for India as a region. We really have been hammering this point at home, but it's a region that's just been, you know, marred, I think, by issues with the infrastructure as well. Just really kind of like putting a dampener, I think, on the esports scene, but this is a massive moment. See if they can make the most of it here on this big stage for SK Rossi.
Yeah, can you capitalize?
Yeah.
And the rest of Global as well. I mean, it's players from all over the place with different backgrounds and different stories, which makes it a really ambitious project. Texture picking up both of those kills over on A and shutting down one of the biggest threats. A 3v5 for Vitality. Surely it's unwinnable, I mean, even with the Sheriff potential.
Even with the Sheriffs, I mean, oh my goodness, it's looking a bit awkward. Nowhere near as awkward as it has been in the prior map. Already just layering into the util. Sees the horn, everything being used. Multi just trying to make it difficult for them, but Texture's watching that angle down. So this time, Global Esports able to win out in that anti-eco round. Not too much damage being done as well to their own economy, so a much better beginning to this half.
Yeah, super important. And if you recall last time, round 2, Global Esports barely kept anybody alive, and they had to buy up for round 3, so they didn't get a bonus. With how cleanly Texture dealt with these players, they've got a good bonus round.
Yeah.
So do we see a set strat? Can they damage the Vitality economy? Can they keep some momentum going? For the first time in this entire series, the play is actually in Global Esports' hands.
The battle, it's not going to be taking place just yet, but that slow take of A main control from Vitality. Have the rifles, of course. At the same time, that util being sent forwards is just Bone Cold alone. Just trying to make sure that they've got presence, and this time the swing timings are there. They were spaced up, overlapping each other. There was potential for that spray down, but the site going to be gained. So Vitality realizing it's been offered for them.
Look at
and now the
Twiston,
slag
though.
timing. Twiston is so pushed all the way into their spawn with the rifle in his hands right now, and it has been cleared, but where's the trade? It's not there.
Oh, that's
Sprays
unbelievable.
them down and a dash back just to disengage. to play with the rest of his team in his high-low setup. Brutal to try and break through. Texture, in the midst of all of this, that's managed to find himself a rifle, but 2v4, might as well try and play it. A bit of a random spam again, just onto that common angle means that Monjet's dealt with, and oh my goodness, the reactions just dragging that one all the way down, finding a final bullet.
The spray control from Twiston and Malsey was impeccable in that round. And once again, the same as Split, this duo, this relatively unknown duo to the global stage is pounding.
Yeah.
And if you talk to any fans of EMEA, Twiston and Malsey, they're primed. They're ready to take that next step up to the big stage and show everybody how talented they are. Underrated, but very skilled.
They have just been waiting for that opportunity to showcase what they can do on the global events, on the global stage.
And that bonus round from Global didn't actually do very much damage to the Vitality economy. So...
Flash play! Oh my goodness, that's a little bit awkward.
Oh, Texture didn't take a point of damage, but I don't know how.
Yeah, I mean, just about gets out of there, doesn't he? Still, another pop flash play, and that angle was just perfect, but oh my goodness! Monjet just running circles around them, spraying them down, a bit of inaccuracy helping them out, and well, the main choke point also being watched for. Texture, a bit more of a defensive position from him, but this round so far just entirely secured up from Monjet, really.
Yeah, I think the biggest player that has improved from map 1 to map 2, and maybe shaken off some of the nerves that Rushi was talking about, is Monjet. How many times did we see him push a smoke, take a bad fight, not be there for a trade on Split? And now on Pearl, he is in the right place at the right time more often than not.
Timing of that was just insane.
It was, yeah. I mean, he's playing anti-flash and he swings to help his teammate, sprays them both down. Second kill, maybe a bit of run and gun.
Sender's going to try and do his best to win out that round, but no swings, no easy fights being afforded. And so a Prime Gaming flawless here for Global Esports, 8-8. Being this scoreline.
That's major.
Yeah.
And Vitality are actually now put in a difficult spot. Their economy is good enough to force, but it will leave them with a bit of a worse setup. How Sender quite beefs that first engagement, I am not sure. Sender should have had the kill on Twiston. Oh, sorry. Sender should have had the kill on Texture 10 times out of 10 there.
Yeah. But that flawless round working out, and now it has pulled out a timeout from Vitality. They're feeling okay. Setting up the heat a little bit. Map 1 was nice and easy for us, but this one is a bit of a different task, and so they feel pressured to take that tack timeout and decide what they want to do.
I think part of the decision will be